Welcome, fans of the GBA Season 7, Week 7. Your Milwaukee Saucebucks team builder is here, going up against the Utah Jasmine, formerly coached by Cooper, now coached by Necro Stevo. This is the squad we will be rolling with today. First, we have Circuitry, Thunderbolt, Energy Ball, Dazzling Gleam, and Volt Switch with Grassium G. Now, that Grassium Z is for a couple things. That is to make sure I can take out things like Lantern. That is to make sure I can take out things like Wakan Berry Manaphy, which he may run just for Circuitry. Just so I can take out things like Hippowdon if he's specially defensive. I want to make sure those things know that they're gonna fucking die if they enter the premises where Circuitry happens to reside. I don't want any questions about this. I want Circuitry to go in, I want Circuitry to infiltrate, and I want Circuitry to smash his way to victory using Thunderbolt, Energy Ball, Dazzling Gleam, and Volt Switch. Of course, he has some things that could potentially try and stop me. However, I am immune to the Prankster 2 Waves of Klefki. That is always a nice little bonus. I'm immune to being Thunder Wave by something like a Zapdos if he runs a bulky Zapdos. I am not immune, but I can take... I can take Zapdos relatively well. I can take things like Golbat relatively well. So that's always nice to know. Next up on the docket, we have Kartana. Smart Strike, Leaf Blade, Swords Dance, Night Slash with a Focus Sash, guys. Can be able to take out Manaphy. Can do significant damage with Smart Strike to things like Cloyster. Breloom as well does not want to take a Smart Strike. And of course, Leaf Blade can take on the Manaphy, can take on the Cloyster, can take on the Lantern, can take on the Hippowdon, can do a lot of damage to the Reuniclus, can do a lot of damage to the Scrafty. It can pretty much do a lot of damage to a lot of stuff. And of course, Night Slash for Reuniclus as well. Night Slash also for things like Reuniclus as well. And of course, Zapdos, since he resists both Leaf Blade and Smart Strike. I don't want to go in there unprepared and unable to take on that Zapdos if need be. Of course, I expect things like, if he's got a Breloom, it could possibly have Hidden Power Fire with Technician. I foresee that. It could even be Scarf Hidden Power Fire with Technician. I don't think that's out of the question or unreasonable at all for Necro Stevo to have. But now let's get to the newest member of the squad, Meloetta. Substitute Combine, Hyper Voice, Dazzling Gleam, Hyper Voice, of course, in case he brings sub Manaphy. Hyper Voice also able to hit through subs of other types of Mons, of course, any sub could do. And Dazzling Gleam, I don't really need Psychic Stab. I'd rather do enough damage to Scrafty. And, Golbat doesn't want... And Golbat doesn't want to take me out. Now, Golbat, not really a problem. I don't think he's going to warrant switching to Melowen anyway, so I don't even need to have Psyshock. I can sub Combine on that. I am really, really defensive, so I can take potentially a Swellow... like a max attack Swellow burned Facade after rocks. So that's what that little setup there is for. And of course, put the rest in the special attacks. I want to do some damage to some things, and I have to worry about not taking things out, because that would just be the worst. Meloetta, we got you for a reason. We are abandoning walls. Not really, but mostly abandoning walls. Going to use you as an all-purpose utility mon. You are going to be my Omar Infante. You're going to be my Ben Zobrist. You're just going to have those aspects about you. Fun fact, my hand has been in my pants the entire video because it's a habit that I have. It helps control my emotions because I want to talk with my hands. I want to be all verbose with my mannerisms, but I'm trying to... So my hand is literally in my pants right now to prevent that. It's a visual that I'm sure, and I hope I'll be getting fan art for. Why not? Go ahead, do that. Next up, we have Mimikyu. Swords Dance, Play Rough, Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak with a red card, Disguise, Max Attack, Max Speed. This should not really need a lot of explanation. You see, this thing could put in a lot of work. He's got a pretty bulky team, so if I can get up a Swords Dance while my Disguise is still up and they hit me, they can get red carded out of there, and then I get a free, I can take on whatever's going to come at me. Now, obviously, a Klefki would not be ideal. You can paralyze me. Obviously, something like a Breloom would not be ideal, because he's got that Bullet Seed possibility, which can break my Disguise and then continue to go after me. So Swellow might be nice, if he's got Facade, he can't be able to lock himself, or can't be able to go for Facade. You might have to go for like a Brave Bird and instead hit himself with some HP, so that'd be great. But this is a pretty standard set. Now this thing is my anti-Breloom everything. Choice Specs, Bulletproof, Clanging Scales, Flamethrower, Focus Blast, and Hyper Beam. So this thing does a lot. If Klefki's out of the way, I can just spam Clanging Scales to my heart's content. Of course, Flamethrower will be nice if Manaphy's out of the way, because everything else we want to take a flame. I mean, Lantern does, but Lantern doesn't. I have, you know, Circuitry for that. Focus Blast for the Lantern, mostly if, you know, if it's safer and if he's got Klefki left, I can't go for Clanging Scales. And of course, Hyper Beam, because I can fucking drop a lot of mons with that Hyper Beam. The Hyper Beam could do a significant amount of damage to that thing, and it is very, very exciting to me. I want to see it used, and I want to see it used well, and I want to see it effective, because Lord knows, nobody plans for Hyper Beam anything except for possibly Hyper Beam Sylveon. That is the one option. As you see, my hand is out of my pants. Just like showing you guys, this hand was in my pants. Now it's out of my pants. Again, I expect some fan art of that sent to me at Twitter. That'd be a gracious gift. And of course, Starmie, the final Life Orb, Psyshock, Scald, Rapid Spin, and Signal Beam for that pesky Reuniclus. This should be pretty straightforward. I have Analytic in case he's got Scarf Mons, or if he switches out Mons, that'd be, you know, hit him a little harder. And Natural Cure was an option, but Klefki really is the only Hazard Mon that I'm afraid of. And if I can, you know, I can probably play around that correctly. I got Circuitry, which can kind of pretty much stop that in its tracks. So I'm not too concerned about that. So that is the squad that we have this week. Guys, be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. And of course, root on your subs, because the season's not going the way we want it to. But that doesn't mean we're giving up. That doesn't mean we're going to stop putting in effort because we're losing some Pokemon games. Fuck that shit, man. We go hard every week. We try our best every week. We do not lay down. We do not lay down for anybody. We are no easy win. We are a game on the schedule, and we will certainly play like the toughest opponent they've had all fucking week. Now, Sawsbucks fans, let's go make some fucking noise. Alright, thanks everybody for watching the video, and first things first, I want to thank all of my patrons for, well, being my patrons. They're all on the bottom left there. If you want to become a patron for $1 or more per month, you can be a patron of mine, get access to all of my exclusive content, all of my gameplay videos, all of my exclusive vlogs, and of course you can be a part of any project that I do. You'll be having instant access to that, and you check that out in the description below. Also check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Those links are there, and I got a podcast that you see every Monday. Be sure to check that out. It's also on Podbean. That's in the description. And of course, check out some of my other two projects that I have. I have a other gaming channel on the top right. That is an MLB The Show 17 baseball franchise. And the bottom right is a wrestling channel that I have, Creative Wrestlers, and we're fighting in a Creative Wrestler universe. That is currently Darth Maul versus Space Ghost for the mid-card title that we have. It's called the Supernova title. So if you want to be involved or check out any of those, you can click on any of those, or if you click on those already, you can do that. If not, well, I thank you all for watching. You guys could please leave a like. That will be all. Have a great rest of the day, everybody. I'll see y'all next time. Good night.